HERECO stands for Hemp, Recovery and Community, and we're looking at how our ancestors were producing textile in balance with the environment that surrounded them. We modernized these ancient techniques to create a holistic, fair trade community in Ukraine to produce regenerative hemp materials. Imagine a garment that is made entirely by hand, that requires no natural resources except for sun, rain, human skill. By looking into these ancient techniques, we're not just producing sustainable materials, but we're also uniting and creating communities of artisans and generating employment opportunities for the people that live in the rural areas of our country. The story of HERECO began with us coming across the stocks of hand-loomed hemp. Our fascination initially arose over the cultural standpoint. We wanted to know how our ancestors were producing textile, and very soon we realized that the techniques used in the production answer a lot of tackling issues that industry is going through these days, such as environmental impact, social issues, and natural resources. Ukrainians have very intimate and ancient relationship with hemp as crop, but we are not unique in that. In fact, many European cultures share very similar heritage. However, the difference is that in Ukraine, the rural communities were so cut off from the common trade routes that this technique was maintained in practice until 1960s and 70s. Thanks to Worth Partnership Project, we could convert our fascination into a viable product. Initially, we prototyped with the materials that we found. We tested them for quality, we understood their potential, we understood their function. We then started sourcing yarns. So we found ancient hemp yarns, we looked into modern manufactured hemp yarns from Ukraine, and we looked at linen yarns as an alternative. And then this is how we approached artisans for further collaborations. With success and failure, we eventually produced our proof of concept, the real proof that we can use and we can produce material the way our ancestors were. This was truly a collaborative journey. Since much about the weaving traditions are not written, we were helped and advised by many different people around the country and beyond, and without them we would not be able to reach the stages where we are at right now. We live in the world where most of us believe that things just magically appear on the shelves, that the garments simply happen. And not just among consumers, but also a lot of industry professionals that have no idea about the origins or the history of the materials they work with. This disconnection is one of the root causes of many issues and injustices that we see and deal with in the industry today. We talk about European textile, but in fact, barely any raw material is actually produced in Europe. It always came from somewhere. With this project, we are trying to change that, and we try to show that this can be done differently. We are a unique supplier with an incredible product and an amazing story, and we want to work with designers and partners that see value in our material and the story. We also hope to spark similar initiatives all around Ukraine and Europe to benefit many communities and many people. We need to learn to find new ways of producing textile locally, holistically, and sustainably.